from the deepest bowels of your imagination.
Actually, he's from Canada there, bud.
From the famed Hodder Show Studios, this is The Hodder Show.
What is up, everybody? We're rolling audio here today on episode 95 of The Hodder Show. How are you doing, man? How are you? How's it going? Are you happy? Are you in a good mood? Because I am. You know why I am? Because I just got done listening to a awesome soundtrack by my boys Beyond the Wall, who premiered their short film Death of Me last night at Ajax High. I unfortunately was not able to attend, as is the story of my life, but they were awesome enough to release the music today, and I, of course, right away had to buy that soundtrack off iTunes. You can go pick it up on iTunes right now. It's like $3.69 for 5 awesome tracks. Well, 4 tracks. One is a studio version of a live version of a studio version, whatever you want to call it. It is absolutely freaking awesome. I am just, I'm ecstatic. It's feel good music, but at the same time, you feel something and all that kind of thing. So I wanted to do something. I was kind of going to skip this episode here today, 95, and I was going to do, of course, we have the Royal Rumble tonight. I was going to do a review of that and just kind of skip the 2 episodes or whatever this week. But with the release of this soundtrack, I was like, you know what? No, I heard it. I'm like, I need to make sure that I can do everything I can to get ears and eyes on this because it is that freaking good. So what I wanted to do today was to basically play you guys the tracks, kind of do what I did with when I did the review of Outshine's EP, but it's a little different. This isn't a full review because it's not it's a soundtrack to this short film that they did. So it's not really a full album per se, so I feel like kind of like giving it a full review rating out of 10, whatever. I feel like that's kind of silly. I mean, regardless, it's a 10 for me. It's that good and it's so diverse and it's just it's really, really great stuff. The Beyond the Wall guys have been supporters of me, ever since I met them at Gigs Music. They were supported at Gigs Music. When Gigs closed, they were supporters of Hodder Guitar Services. They've been supporters of the podcast. John, Corey, and Ed are all awesome dudes, and they've just been wonderful people to me, and they've been just such great big supporters of this podcast. I cannot stress enough. So I wanted to do everything I possibly could to support them, and of course, I have not had the pleasure yet to meet their newest member, their new guitar player. Haven't had a chance to meet him yet, but I'm hoping that I will get the chance very soon to meet him. Of course, this is Connor is his name. They say that he's like just like them and he's a great dude. So I'm sure that we're going to hit it off and he's going to be an awesome dude as well. But those 3 guys have been good solid dudes to me, and I know it's a genuine thing whenever we have any kind of an interaction, so it's just cool. Support those guys. They also did release an EP about a month ago called Elementary Horseshit, and it's short songs. They're all under a minute, I think, and they're awesome. It's fun, but this offering here with this soundtrack it's very if you're not necessarily a fan of their more punk stuff, quote unquote, there are songs on this you are definitely going to like, because it's just really, really good. But like I said, it shows diversity for these guys. I mean, I've known how diverse these guys are from day one, but it's really, really cool to see kind of in one place. I mean, obviously their past EPs have shown the diversity as well, but I feel like this really, really does, because it starts off kind of their kind of fun punk rocky kind of vibe, and then as it kind of quiets down, it really shows the diversity and their real raw emotional songwriting skills, and it's just it's great stuff. So I really want to play this for you guys. Just gonna be a short podcast today. I'm gonna basically just give a little blurb about each song, tell you guys what the song's called and what I think of it and why I like it. and then I'm going to play it for you. And I'm going to do that for all 5 tracks. Now, the 2 last tracks are the same track. One is a live acoustic version that they did for the actual film, and then one is a studio cut. But I want to play you both to hear kind of the differences. And I loved the vocal performance from Corey for the live version. You really he has this really raw, emotional vocal when he does it, so it's really, really great stuff. I'm blabbing on about it because I'm excited to play this for you guys. I really, really am. Again, we do have the Royal Rumble tonight. You guys can expect some Royal Rumble stuff next week. Probably we'll do a some kind of another Skype type review of the Royal Rumble or something myself. And I don't know if Brand's been able to do it, but it might be myself, maybe the heel Ryan Wood. I don't know who's going to do it with me, but we'll find someone to do it. So you guys can expect that Thursday. If you were expecting episode 95 to be a Royal Rumble thing, I do apologize, but I want you guys to hear this. I want you guys to check this out. Be sure to check out Beyond the Wall right now. Go on Facebook, search for them, search for this album on iTunes. Once you hear this album, you're going to want to buy it for for less than, okay. If you go to Tim Hortons every morning and you buy yourself an extra large coffee, if you just skip a coffee and say you get a coffee in a bagel, if you skip that coffee in a bagel one day, you can afford this album. And I promise you it's much better for you as far as from a nutrient standpoint. This wonderful music will just make you feel better. But also, I mean, come on, you're supporting these awesome dudes who deserve your support. They're not one of those, not that I know any bands like this, but they're not one of those local bands that think they're hot shit and that they're too good for anyone or that. They're just wonderful, wonderful human beings. I cannot stress that enough. And they're talented as hell, so be sure to support them. Beyond the Wall. We're going to get into this review/listening party, I guess, if you will, of the soundtrack. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're having a bit of a listening party /review, if you will, of Beyond the Wall soundtrack to Death of Me, which is the short film that they had a viewing for on Friday night at Ajax High. For those of you who were there, who are listening, I hope you had a great, wonderful time. Thank you for supporting Beyond the Wall. They are awesome guys. Wish I could have been there, but unfortunately was not able to be. Story of my life, but that's okay. That's a story for another time. It's a great little offering. I don't know what to call it because it's not an EP. It's not really an album per se. It's a soundtrack. So I'm going to try to refer to it as a soundtrack. But if I refer to it as the album or the EP, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of energy in this. A lot of diversity, as I mentioned in the intro. Obviously, if you are someone who has heard it before, you don't need me to tell you that. Beyond the Wall is one of those bands that ever since I heard them for the first time, they have been just a constant for me. Just a great group of guys and very, very talented cats. First time when I saw them play was actually at the Battle of the Bands a few years ago. And they were absolutely incredible. The energy, the songs. When I heard Waste Your Time for the first time, I was like, that's a hook. Like, that's a radio single. Why are these guys not on the radio right now? And I still feel that way. And with the kind of re-recording, a bit better production and that kind of thing of that track as well, which we're going to hear a little bit, it really still shines through as a radio song. Pretty much all the songs on this soundtrack do. The first one that I'm going to play for you guys is it's a very cool kind of high energy song with a great hooky chorus. It is entitled Death of Me, which of course is the name of the soundtrack and of the short film. It's great. It's really, really great has John and Corey kind of trading off vocals. John does some verse and that kind of thing. I always loved, that was one of my favorite things about Beyond the Wall the first time I saw them, was the fact that John and Corey kind of would switch off vocals or they back each other up and that kind of thing. I've always been attracted to bands that have kind of two vocalists, if you will, even if it's a co-vocalist or whatever you want to call them. Maybe that's the Alice in Chains influence, I don't know. But this song really showcases that. It has a really great hooky chorus. The intro where it's, the hey, you guys. I don't know who did that. I always thought it was Edward. I meant to ask them that when they were on the podcast, but when I have them back on the podcast, I will have to ask. But it's a great tune, kind of fun, very kind of punk rocky movement. You're going to kind of bop around and dance a little bit in your seat. It is an absolutely great song. Really, really dig the guitar work and the vocals and the bass work and the drum work. Music wise, this whole soundtrack is absolutely awesome. So I mean, I could talk about that all day, but it's really a great tune, very hooky. So I'm gonna play it for you guys right now. This is Beyond the Walls song, Death of Me, which of course is the name of the short film, and as well as the soundtrack, which you can buy on iTunes right now. I'm looking at it right now. Once again, this song is called Death of Me. Let's hear it. Alright guys, so that was Death of Me by Beyond the Wall. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's a great track. Like I said, a lot of energy, really hooky chorus. The next song that I'm going to play for you guys is a song that it was the song that hooked me on these guys, pun intended, because I've literally been singing this song to myself for like 2 years, somewhere around there. This is the first time I heard them. The song is called Waste Your Time. Now, this song's been around the block a couple times. They released it on their very first EP, EP Numero Uno, I believe it was called, or Demo Numero Uno, something like that. And then they also released it on their EP Phone Home, and they did a video for it. The song, pretty much, the structure has been the same, but there's little things they've done differently on this, and with a cleaner production, I really think it adds a lot to this song. I mean, to me, if I turned on 90 Feet on the Rock and I heard this song, I wouldn't change the station. I'd be like, man, like, this is a good hooky tune. It's great. And it's one of those songs that, it's got great guitar work. I think one of the reasons it's such a hooky song, I mean, obviously the chorus is very, very hooky. But it's the guitar work as well. The guitar work kind of the music kind of keeps you moving and keeps you bobbing back and forth, as I literally am right now, thinking about the music and the beat and everything. But it's the lyrics and the hooks of vocals kind of is what draws you in. And it's just, I think it's a song that people can relate to. It's obviously he's talking to someone who you're trying to get to go on a date or whatever. And, do you want to waste your time with a loser like me? I mean, I think a lot of people can relate to that kind of a fun message kind of thing. And like I said, guys, it's a really, really great tune. I'm going to stop blabbing and just play it for you guys because I love this song this much. Again, this is Waste Your Time. You can buy this on iTunes right now off the soundtrack, Death of Me. Crank it up. Absolutely awesome tune. This is Waste Your Time by Beyond the Wall.
I've only seen you once or twice, and I'd always thought you looked so nice, but I never thought I'd stand the chance, 'cause I've never been good with romance. Maybe I'll just try this time, 'cause I really wanna call you mine. So if you're sitting home alone, waiting for a call on your telephone, if it doesn't follow through and you got nothing else to do, then would you wanna waste your time? Waste your time with a loser like me. With a loser like me. With a loser like me. Come out and waste your time with a loser like me. So I'm sure you've heard this all before, and maybe you don't care no more, but I just wanna let you know that I'm falling hard and I can't let go. Maybe if I try this time, do you think that I can call you mine? 'Cause I'm sick of sitting home alone, wasting time on these TV shows. I wish that I was more like you, and I wish that I had things to do. Would you still wanna waste your time? Waste your time with a loser like me. With a loser like me. With a loser like me. Come out and waste your time with a loser like me. So if your plans don't follow through and you got nothing else to do, then would you wanna waste your time? Waste your time with a loser like me. With a loser like me. With a loser like me. Come out and waste your time with a loser like me. With a loser like me. With a loser like me. Why would you waste your time with a loser like me? Would you waste your time with a loser like me? Would you waste your time with a loser like me?
All right, guys, so you just heard Waste Your Time, possibly the hookiest song on this entire soundtrack. Really, really great stuff. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. That is just, like I said, guys, that's a song I've been literally singing to myself for like 2 years now, ever since I heard it for the first time. Now, the next song I'm going to play for you guys is called Without Notice, and it is without a doubt, see what I did there, my favorite song on the soundtrack. It's my favorite Beyond the Wall song, period. I heard these guys play this song live, actually, in Gigs Music, but I'll talk about all that because before we go any further, we're just going to have a quick pause for the cause and a word from our wonderful sponsor, Jaybird Digital Arts. All right, guys, let's say hypothetically here for a second that you have a business, you're in a band, you're a podcaster like me, you have a YouTube show, and you need some awesome new merch, business cards, logos, even maybe some t-shirts done up. Well, you need to look no further than my man, Mr. Jason Reese, over at Jaybird Digital Arts. Starting right now on this podcast today, Jason Jason is offering a special 10% off discount just for listeners of The Harder Show when you mention The Harder Show upon contacting him. But what exactly does he do? Well, Jason does t-shirts, posters, album design, tickets, photo manipulation. You guys still with me? Advertising, business stationery, mailers, brochures, fine art, and anything else you can imagine, Jaybird Digital Arts can create it. Jason has done all of the t-shirts, logos, banners, and all social media stuff for both The Harder Show and for Harder Guitar Services, so I can promise that you will love and be inspired by what Jason comes up with. You can contact him on the web at www.jaybird, that's Jaybird, digitalarts.com, or you can search for him on Facebook and Instagram under the Jaybird Digital Arts handle. Search hashtag Jaybird Digital Arts for a look at all of his awesome and unique work. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Harder Show. I am your host, TJ Harder. Can you imagine if I did that every single time I took a break? Wouldn't that be weird? Anyways, wanted to try something different. So we're going to keep going with playing some music here for you tonight, guys. The next song I'm going to play for you is number 3 on the soundtrack. It is entitled Without Notice. Now, as I said before the break, it is my all-time favorite Beyond the Wall song. It is a song I heard them play live and acoustic at Gigs Music when they did that little live acoustic show, kind of right near the end of Gigs Music's life. That was an awesome show, by the way. I still wish I had more video of that particular show. The only video I had was of them actually playing this song, which I'm really glad I got. I think it's up on my Facebook. I should maybe share that. But Without Notice is a great, great song. The drums, the guitar work. I love the guitar work in this song. It's probably my favorite guitar work that Beyond the Wall has. I don't know why. I just love it so much. Those I don't know what to call them. Fifth chords or whatever the hell they are. Those broken sliding chords or whatever. I always called them middle finger chords because I always flip people off when I do them. I don't know why. But I love it. The lyrical content, it sounds really deep and personal. I don't know if it is or not. I'd have to ask Corey. I've never asked him about that before. But just for some reason, it was a song that really hit me hard. And when these guys had this song up on their SoundCloud, kind of to see, they did some different stuff production-wise, and they wanted people's opinions on it. I literally played this. Guys, that song probably had like 100 plays just for me, straight up. Because I played that song on repeat. Now that I have this song downloaded, I bought it. I have it on my iPhone here. I'm going to literally be listening to it probably at least 3-4 times a day. Guys, I love it that much. It's a great tune. It's very hooky as well, though. Like, as much as it is the verses are very kind of personal and almost a vulnerable, I want to say. I get the vibe from in a good way. Like, it's just, they're beautifully written. The first verse especially, it's very, Corey has, his voice is kind of very low, and he's almost like he's speaking to somebody. It's almost like this is like he's like writing a letter or something. I don't know. It's just really cool. And then it kicks into the pre-chorus, which is very awesome and hooky, the dual vocal track in that. And then it kicks into the chorus, and it's just like, oh my God, it is just absolutely awesome. Kind of the bridge instrumental kind of breakdown deal is awesome as well. I love the guitar work in that. The dudes are so talented. I love this song. I just love it. I don't know what else to say about it. Check it out. This is my favorite song from Beyond the Wall. Again, you can buy this track right now for 69 cents on iTunes. You can also check it out on Spotify. This is Without Notice by Beyond the Wall off the Death of Me soundtrack. Let's hear it.
Mom, please no, I'm scared. I run away, I don't know where. These days are hard and the nights are long. I am so alone and on my own tonight. I'm self-sufficient at my best, yet so dependent at my worst. It's hard when no one hears you call, but everybody sees you cry. Where do I fall in love?
love that song so much. It gives me chills. I don't know, like that song is just so great. I think it's the vocals in the chorus that get me so much. I don't know. It just I don't know, for some reason I feel I relate to it, or I don't know what it is, but it's great. Next time, Corey, if you're listening to this, next time I see you, you need to tell me what that song is written about or whatever, because I love it. And I want to do like a video playthrough of that song so I can learn it on guitar. You're the man. I'm just kidding, obviously. Just shouting out the meds for the Beyond the Wall guys. But so that was Without Notice, guys. Again, you can check that out right now on iTunes. That's the main reason why I wanted to do this kind of listening party / soundtrack review, is for anybody who is listening to me, be it all 5 or 10 of you, all 5 or 10 of my very loyal listeners. Don't get me wrong, I love you guys very much. I wanted to make sure that you guys heard it, and you guys check it out, and you guys support them, because again, as I've said before, Beyond the Wall are awesome dudes, and they're an awesome band, and they deserve they don't deserve your freaking support. Okay, they demand it. I demand that you go and support these guys. I strongly implore you. Big word there for TJ. I strongly implore you to go and buy this soundtrack right now. And whenever the short film is released, hopefully next couple months or so, I have no idea, be sure to check that out as well. I think, personally, I think you guys should put it up on iTunes. But that's just me, just so TJ can download it and watch it right now, because I'd love to see it, because I know it's going to be awesome. But moving on, we have the last 2 songs on the soundtrack, which, like I said, they're the same song, but they're very different styles of the song. And I almost feel they have a different, it's the best way to put this, almost like a different kind of emotional feel to them. The song is called The Rose Still Grows, and I actually kind of know the backstory of this song a little bit. Corey talked about it on the podcast that the 3 of them did, episode 74. You can go back and listen to that. You can find that on my SoundCloud and my YouTube. And basically, I'm going to try to tell the story as best I can. Basically, Corey, I believe it was Corey, I'm going to feel like an idiot if I get this wrong, was looking through, I believe it was his mom's old yearbook, and it came to a memorial for a girl who had passed away, and there was a picture, and from what I recall, he opened up the picture, something, and a little piece of paper fell out, and it was I want to say, I think it was like a Bible passage or something. It was like, the rose still grows beyond the wall. And he was just like, whoa, like that's really powerful. And it was the story of, it was a friend of his mom's or what have you. And it was just this really powerful story that he told me. And that was number 1, where they got the name Beyond the Wall, which might surprise a lot of people. I know what surprised me. I even said it in the podcast. I was like, well, like it's this very touching and real story behind the name, considering the guys are like, they're just such happy-go-lucky, fun, goofy guys. But then, their band name it has a very special meaning. And this particular song is written about that story. The Rose Still Grows. It's a very deep song lyrically. The way that Corey, I'm going to assume Corey wrote it. I'm not sure. The way that he wrote it. You can, it's just like he's speaking from the standpoint of the person who has lost this friend of theirs. And this first version you guys are going to hear is, I'm assuming it's like a live acoustic version. It's definitely not like a studio cut. And that's not a bad thing. I love like live acoustic versions and stuff. More raw. It's very raw and emotional. It's great. I haven't seen the film again, so I don't know where this was or who exactly is playing. I'm going to assume that it's John and Corey playing. When I saw them play this song at gigs, I didn't know what the song was called, and I really loved the guitar work. I'm assuming it's 2 of them playing it. I'm not sure if Connor is playing it. I apologize. I'm not meaning to take out his contributions or anything in any way. But it's a really, really great sounding live acoustic type thing. Corey's vocal sound, this is the thing about Corey too, as a vocalist. God, he literally sounds the exact same live as he does in the studio. John does too. If it wasn't live or in the studio, whatever, I can't tell the difference because it sounds great. But it's this very raw, real version. You can kind of hear in Corey's vocal the way he's singing, like it's from the heart, and it's real and it's heartfelt. It kind of brought back memories of, family I've lost and that kind of thing while listening to it. And it's just this really raw and real track. I got goosebumps while listening to it. Very, very awesome stuff. Again, you can buy this song as well on iTunes right now. This is The Rose Still Grows, the film cut version, which I'm assuming is like kind of like a more raw live acoustic type deal. Let's hear it. Again, this is The Rose Still Grows. Take it away, guys.
Picture, I could see your smile look back at me. You had this sparkle in your eyes, but what was going through your mind? And times have come and times have gone, the years have slowly faded on. You're my friend and I miss you so, and somewhere else the rose still grows for you. Your time into, and there wasn't much that I could do. I walked these streets for days on end, just hoping that I'll see my friend. The plans we made were laid to rest, all the words you said I'd never forget. We're bound to meet one day again, but until that day, goodbye to you, my friend. I see you cry, I can tell you're lost and you're wondering why. The sun has gone and the rain has come, but I'm here to say that everything will be.
Just chills. Absolute freaking chills, guys. Just that version. I wish I could see the actual film because I feel like that would be a little bit more, it would mean more to me. I would understand the context of it more in the film, but that's a very raw, beautiful version of that song. Like I said, just the raw vocal delivery, and the way that they recorded it, it just basically feels like they're performing it live for you right in front of you. And when I heard them play that song at gigs, it felt the same way. And it was very, very raw and real. And I loved that little lead Corey does as well. It's a very cool little lick or riff, if you will. And the guitar sound amazing in that too. Just very full and real and natural. I just love it. Again, that's The Rose Still Grows, and that is the next song that you're going to hear, the last song off this this soundtrack. It's the studio version of this song. I know what you're thinking. Something might be like, you're seriously playing the same song again? But this version not only has is studio done, so it's just a little cleaner and that kind of thing for people who enjoy that kind of stuff more. But there's also a little bit of bass in there. There's some finger snapping, which is cool. Just a bit more of a cleaned up version of it. I could even hear the song on the radio. I really could, guys. I could hear any of these songs on the radio, and I think it would do well. I love this song. Again, I get chills listening to this song now. It brings back feelings and memories of losing people and that kind of thing, family. I think everyone can relate to that, and it's just a very beautiful song. So this is the last song I'm going to play for you guys, the last song on the soundtrack. Again, you can go right now on iTunes and Spotify, check out this soundtrack. It is the Death of Me, soundtrack for the short film. Go check it out, buy it. Guys, like I said, it's under $4. I mean, for God's sakes, what can you get for under $4 of this serious quality? The production is amazing. The music is amazing. The vocals are amazing. The lyrics are amazing. Great hooks. I mean, I give it a 10 out of 10 straight up. Obviously, I wish there was more, me personally. But this is not a, album or EP. It is a soundtrack for the short film. And once again, please check it out, guys. You can check Beyond the Wall out as well on their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also check them out on their website, which I forgot to mention, www.beyondthewallband. That's Beyond the Wall Band, all one word, .com. Keep up with everything that goes on with them. I believe they have some video stuff up there, some track stuff up there as well. So check that out. They are a bunch of awesome dudes, and they demand your support. Again, I strongly implore you to go out, and you don't even have to go out, okay? We all know HMV is going under. That was in the news today. But you can go on iTunes right now or Spotify, and you can download or buy this album. I mean, I suggest that you buy it because it's worth your money. While you're there, also check out all their other offerings. Elementary Horseshit, which was their short song EP. Also, EP Phone Home is on there as well. They're awesome dudes. Be sure to check them out. I'm going to leave you guys with this last song. This is the studio version of The Rose Still Grows. Get ready to re-experience this song that gives me chills, and it leaves me with this wonderful feeling of memories for people that no longer are in my life. This is The Rose Still Grows. Crank it up. Let's hear it. Picture, I could see your smile look back at me. You had this sparkle in your eyes, but what was going through your mind? Times have come and times have gone. The years have slowly faded on. You're my friend and I miss you so. And somewhere else the rose still grows for you. Your time into, and there wasn't much that I could do. I walked these streets for days on end, just hoping that I'll see my friend.
The plans we made were laid to rest. All the words you said I never forget. We're bound to meet one day again, but until that day, goodbye to you, my friend. The sun is gone and the rain has come, but I'm here to say that everything will be.
Wow. Something I didn't really realize about that song until I mean, as I'm doing this podcast, I have my headphones on. Obviously, I'm listening to the songs and that. Something I didn't realize about that song is two things that make it kind of way more heavy. Aside from the fact that the production's clean and it's just great song. I mean, number one, when your song starts in, it sounds like you're putting an old record on. I didn't catch that through my stereo. I only heard it through my headphones now, which is that's a very cool effect. I dig that. It's kind of in the slight background the whole song, which is really cool. And something I didn't really notice, I guess, my first couple times listening to the song is, the end of it, and he says everything will be, and I'm not going to try and sing like him, but he just be, and he stops. It's almost like it's cutting short, like you want him to say, oh, like, we'll be all right, or okay, or whatever. But I don't know if that was on purpose, but to me, that's signifying like it was cut short, just like the life of this person he's talking about. So that's some heavy shit. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. But that's some very good songwriting. Beautiful song. People who know Beyond the Wall for their kind of more punk rocky stuff hear that song and are like, whoa, that's it's good stuff, and it's heavy, Again, lyrically, it's amazing. So that's the soundtrack, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review / listening party of the Death of Me soundtrack. Be sure, again, I cannot stress enough to check it out on iTunes. Buy it, support these guys. They deserve your support. I implore you to go check it out. You can also check Beyond the Wall out on Facebook. Just search Beyond the Wall. Also search for them on Instagram and Twitter. Of course, also check them out on their brand new website, www.beyondthewallband, all one word, beyondthewallband.com. Check them out there for everything that's going on. Hopefully, I will be having the guys on the podcast again soon. Might have to be one of them, or two of them, or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to have all four of them on. Because I would love to meet the new guy, because I haven't met him yet, and I would love to continue my chat with those guys. Episode 74 was great. It was the most fun I've ever had recording a podcast, but we didn't really get to talk about anything serious. We pretty much just had a good time the whole time, which was awesome. I love that, but it'd be fun to sit down and ask them some more serious questions, that kind of thing. But that is going to do it for me here today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Death of Me playthrough / listening party / review, whatever you want to call it. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. However you are listening, if you were listening on the SoundCloud, be sure to like this podcast, comment, repost. Reposts are awesome. Seriously appreciate the repost. And, of course, follow so that you know everything that's going on the SoundCloud. Everything's posted on the SoundCloud first. I can promise you guys that, because that's how I get up on my iTunes and my other RSS feed apps and that kind of thing. If you are listening on the YouTube, be sure to subscribe to The Harder Show to keep up everything that's going on. Not just podcast stuff, but also vlog videos, update videos, and of course the Harder Play stuff, which I've been slacking on a little bit, but I've been trying out some more streaming type stuff actually on Twitch. which I do have a Twitch account as well, if that kind of thing does interest you guys. If you're into watching gaming and that kind of thing, check out my Twitch. Just search for The Hodder Show, or www.twitch.tv/The Hodder Show, all one word. I don't have any content up right now, but I have done a couple live streams. Unfortunately, I didn't realize you had to check a certain box to keep your videos up, like your past broadcast videos. So there's nothing up right now, but I'm working on. Problem is with the live stream stuff is because my internet's so crappy, I'm not really able to do a lot of streaming. I get kicked off a lot and that kind of thing. But be sure to keep an eye on that, as well as on YouTube for any more gaming stuff or anything else that I do. And of course, last but not least, if you were listening on the iTunes, which you guys know is the easiest way to listen to The Hodder Show, be sure to subscribe on the iTunes so you keep everything that's going on. Once you subscribe to the iTunes, you don't even have to think about it. It will automatically be downloaded to the device of your chosen. That's right, chosen. Because I just held in a cough there. I don't know what the hell that was. But be sure to subscribe to keep it with everything that is going on. Because you guys know once you subscribe, you don't even have to think about it. The podcast as uploaded will be automatically downloaded to the device of your choosing. That's better. I'm not cutting that out because I thought it was funny. And once you do that, it's there. It's ready for you to go. You just turn on your iPad or your iPhone or whatever and go, look, new Hodder Show. Check it out. Boom. But you do have to set it up for the automatic download. It won't do it automatically. But it's very easy. You can also check out... You can also check me out on all my social medias. Of course, the Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter, all The Hodder Show. You can also follow me on Snapchat if you so have the desire. Terrence James, Terance, James, James, all one word. I don't use it strictly for podcast stuff. It's also my personal Snapchat. So if you have no interest in my personal life at all, you might not want to follow it. But I do sneak peeks and stuff and update videos and things on the Snapchat sometimes because I do have a few people who follow it for that kind of thing. So, yeah. Now, if you guys will excuse me, I have to go because I have to get ready for work. And also, I have to get ready for the Royal Rumble tonight. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what theme song I just did, but whatever. We're cool. Again, guys, please check out Beyond the Wall. They're awesome dudes. If you do, be sure to let them know that TJ sent you, just so that they know I'm showing them support. Even though they know I love those guys, they are seriously awesome dudes. Again, please check them out. They are awesome. If you are watching the Royal Rumble tonight, be sure to hit me up on my Twitter. I'm sure I might be doing some live tweeting and that kind of thing. Might do a video or something. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I'm very excited. Hope you guys are too. Thank you so much again for tuning in. If you are a new listener of The Hodder Show, you've never checked me out, and you're a fan of Beyond the Wall, be sure to keep up with everything that's going on with me so that you'll know if they're on the podcast again. That's going to do it for me here today, guys. Thank you all so much again. I'll catch you guys next time on The Hodder Show. Take it easy, guys.